Hey sis, let's have a real conversation. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep attracting the same kind of men? Or why do I keep going back even when I know he's not good for me? If love has always felt like highs and lows, chaos and pain, there is a chance you might be experiencing toxic love and could be addicted to it. But you are not alone. So we're going to talk about it.
I keep trying for you. I gave you all the love I got.
Today we're breaking down what toxic love is, why it happens, and how to stop doing that shit. Because girl, love should not feel like survival. It should feel like peace. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Ebony, also known as Evolving Eb. Follow me on IG. Follow my business here. I'm also the owner of the Vibe Collection, an online spiritual shop that specializes in crystal waist beads, crystal anklets, sage and all. And also, now we're adding a little bit of DV, so you can go there for my ebook on how to heal post DV experience. Today, we're going to get a little bit into being addicted to toxic love, y'all. Because I think I was too at one point in time, right? And even now, sometimes I have to check myself and be like, okay, am I excited about this guy because he feels familiar? Or am I excited about this guy because he aligns with the healed side of me? Finally, why are we attracted to this when so many other people are not? So what does it mean to be addicted to toxic love? Exactly. It's when you dismiss dysfunction for passion and chaos for connection. We'll start with that. I'm going to repeat it again for you. It is when you mistake dysfunction for passion and chaos for connection. It's that feeling that makes you crave someone when they're not necessarily treating you right, when you're chasing the highs of making up after an argument, or feeling bored when love is too peaceful, because y'all already know. Especially for those who are Scorpio. We kind of love a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into how to get you wrapped up. We're going to get into that too, because that often happens too. An example would be, have you ever been in a relationship where you constantly fought, broke up, got back together, promised things would change, and then the cycle repeated? Instead of leaving for good, you stayed because the intensity felt like love. That's not love, sis. That is the addiction to an emotional roller coaster. So let's get into the signs that you may be addicted to toxic love. Sign number 1, you confuse drama with passion. If the relationship isn't full of arguments, fights, tension, and extreme emotions, you get bored. You think love should be intense, like a movie, but it's just unhealthy patterns repeating itself. Sign number 2, you crave the makeup more than you hate the fighting. So you go through these fights, you guys, and once you get that high of the makeup, once you get that good, and he lay it down, you forget all about the pain that you felt during the fight. You forget about all the negative shit he done said. Pull it together, sis. While the fights are ugly, the making up, it keeps you stuck. It keeps you stuck. You go through emotional hell, but the I loves you, the gifts, the apologies, the passion afterwards, that's what makes you stay. But sis, healthy love does not require constant pain. Sign number 3, you ignore the red flags because the connection is strong. The connection is strong, sis, but the connection is faulty. It is faulty because the connection is not based on anything healthy. It's more than likely rooted in a trauma bond, but let's get into it. He ghosts you, he disrespects you, and or he makes you feel like an option, but you stay because you think it's something deeper. Don't be this. Do not. This is when you need to let the delusion go, girl. There is a time and place for delusion, but baby, this is not it. This is not connection, sis. This is your trauma tricking you into believing this is a familiar feeling. It feels at home because that was your home at one point in time, sitting in that toxic chaos. Sign number 4, you get anxiety when things feel too healthy. Now, y'all, this is a tricky one because I'm going to tell you, even with me doing all the work, sometimes if I'm not intentional and I don't check myself, I don't do some journaling, I'm going to give you a hack after this, then I will get in my head. Let's get into what that is. It's when you finally meet someone who communicates, who's consistent, who doesn't play mind games. You start feeling uncomfortable. You wonder, where's the catch? When is the ball going to drop? You're so used to dysfunction that stability feels like a threat. Girl, intuitive journaling, y'all. I want you, after you go on these dates, sit down and do an intuitive journaling or spiritual dump of that date. I want you to write down things that may have been triggering. I want you to write down things that happened that felt good, things that happened that felt bad. Write down additional questions. So if something happened that felt good, write down why this felt good to me. You know what I'm saying? When things happen that felt bad, write down why this felt bad to me. Do I have any follow-up questions? Do I need to know something else? Is this a trigger, or is this my intuitive energy telling me, girl, no? Intuitive journaling after your dates, especially in the beginning, especially when you're first starting to go out there, because you can get in your head a little bit. Section number 3, why does this happen? Let's break the cycle, y'all. Let's really dig into why this happens, because the more you know, girl. So reason number 1 would be you grew up around unstable love. If love in your childhood was inconsistent, one day hot, one day cold, you probably learned to equate love to instability. Now, as an adult, you chase relationships that feel unpredictable because it feels like home. Reason number 2, you were taught that you had to earn love. If you had to work for love, maybe in your childhood or even in a past relationship where you found yourself more times often than not having to prove you were good enough for love, good enough to get their attention from your parents or even maybe a partner, you might chase emotionally unavailable people, believing if you just do enough. Like, if I just show them that I am enough, they'll love me back. Unfortunately, real love is not a prize to be won, but an energy and a commitment to be exchanged. So yeah, cut that shit. Check that shit if that's what you're doing. Reason number 3, you mistake adrenaline for love. Let's be very clear. Those highs and lows be addicting as hell, like anything else, okay? They trigger the same chemicals that you would get from any other addiction, from a sugar addiction, from a alcohol addiction, gambling addiction, any other typical addiction someone may have. Emotional chaos will give you an adrenaline rush that makes you crave the person even more, girl. But a healthy love should be steady and stable and safe. And if you're not used to that, it can feel very, very boring. Last but not least, you allow society to romanticize toxic love for you. And we see it all over the place, you guys. Unfortunately, society loves drama and negativity. If you have that type of thing going on in your life and you're on social media, then the reality is you are highly likely to go viral, because we love a good nasty drama. I like to watch somebody else's life crash and burn because it makes me feel better about mine. Whatever reason that negativity goes viral, baby, it goes viral, okay? I'm going to give you a prime example, Elaine and Chris. One of my little cousins put me onto this relationship, y'all. And homegirl, it's like one toxic blow up after another. And it's literally for anybody who has experience in DV as on an advocate level, or have experience where they lost loved ones. It can feel terrible to watch. Like, it's a train wreck. Does it ever end? But she's making money from it. It's an unacceptable and very unsafe way to make money, but she is making money from it because thanks to society. So if you grew up watching movies where the bad boy changes the girl, where love is full of breakups and cheating and toxic behavior, but they end up together in this happily ever after relationship, then you will definitely become addicted to toxic love. Unfortunately, that teaches you to tolerate pain in relationships, thinking that love conquers all. Baby, it does not. It does not. You know what conquers all? Self-love, bitch. Self-love conquers all, and it does not require suffering. Okay, so now that we understand what toxic love is, what aspects of our life causes us to be addicted to it, now we're going to go in how we going to stop doing that shit and break ourselves free. Because that's not what we checking for in 2025, baby. We're not doing that. We are reclaiming our time, reclaiming our peace, and we are loving ourselves. So How to break free. Step number one, you want to recognize the patterns. Awareness is the first step. And if you're watching this video and it's speaking to you, that means your spirit already knows something that you might not. Do not ignore that feeling. Step number two, ask yourself, what does love really mean to me? Do you believe that love should be peaceful? Do you believe that love should be consistent? And do you believe that love should be safe? Or do you still crave chaos? I mean, be honest with yourself, sis. You got to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to get anywhere on this healing journey. Step number three, cut off the source. Do we got to talk about gray rocking if you have a baby daddy that you have to co-parent with? Do we have to talk about no contact if you have no connections to this man, but you're creating connections because you just refuse to let go? If you know someone is toxic, stop convincing yourself that they'll change. You have to cut the emotions off at the supply. No texting, no checking in, and no one last time conversation for the sake of closure. Sis, you are closure. Closure is within. You cannot heal in the same environment you were hurt in, but y'all already know this because I know y'all done heard that a million times. Step number 4, reprogram your mind and your heart. Healing means relearning what love is. Therapy, journaling, self-reflection, and surrounding yourself with healthy relationships will help you unlearn the patterns that keep you stuck. Step number 5, choose yourself every day. Every fucking day, sis. Do you hear me? Every day, every minute. Even when it comes to them kids, fuck them kids. No, I'm joking. Don't fuck the kids. Don't fuck the kids. But still, find a way to balance. You still choosing you. Healthy love starts with you. The more you heal, the less you'll crave things that hurt you. And once you experience a peaceful, healthy love, you will never settle for anything else again. So if this video hit home for you, that probably means you need to get on this little healing journey, sis. And if you're ready to dive deep, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any more videos. Thanks for watching, and until next time, love yourself, protect your energy, and deal with life's bullshit with grace and gratitude, girl. Love ya.